What's going on, guys? I'm Zach from the Lumios Post, where we talk about all things Pokemon, and today we will be talking about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, specifically where to find every single new Pokemon. That is also including Pokemon like Girafarig, who have a new evolution in these games. I'm going to show an area and tell you what Pokemon can be found there. That's how we're going to do this. Obviously, there are going to be spoilers in this video. That really should just kind of be known, though, because I'm covering all the Pokemon. No story spoilers, though, just straight up Pokemon spoilers. You're going to hear about new Pokemon, so if that's not your thing, maybe hop out of here. Before we begin, I do want to thank Shadow Swarm 999 on Twitter. I want to thank at 01DEST Dream on Twitter, Fons Pataniskas, on Twitter, and Osmew on Twitter as well, because they all helped to kind of gather these locations so that I could make this video. Now, let's get into it. Oh yeah, I do also want to clarify that this may not be the only location these Pokemon can be found, but these are just guaranteed places you can go to, and you are guaranteed to find these Pokemon at those locations. So there may be more, but these are just one of the locations at least. Okay, first, so there's obviously the starters, Quaxly, Sprigatito, and Fuecoco, and also the legendaries Koraidon and Miraidon. Quaxly, Sprigatito, and Fuecoco, you're going to get one at the beginning of the game. You got to choose between them, though, so choose wisely, and also let me know which one you're choosing in the comments below. As for Koraidon and Miraidon, just progress through the story, and you'll eventually get those legends as well. Koraidon will be exclusive to Scarlet, though, and Miraidon will be exclusive to Violet, so do keep that in mind. Okay, so first we have this first area that kind of goes by this lighthouse. It's in between your house and the first town. There you're going to be able to find Lechonk, Palmy, Tarantula, Fido, and if you look in the waters, you may even be lucky enough to spot a Paldean Wooper. Next, we're going to talk about this area that is in between Mesagoza and Cortando. Here you're going to be able to find in this farmland Smoliv, and if you go up one of these towers that's right near the Pokemon Center, you will even be able to find yourself a Gimmighoul in its chest form. Now do remember that Gimmighoul in its roaming form is not catchable in these games, so you're not going to be able to get a hold of that. However, Gimmighoul chest form you can find on that tower right there near that Pokemon Center. So then we have the area west of Cortando. Here you're going to be able to find Mastiff, that's our dark type dog. You're going to be able to find Nimble. You're going to be able to find Mankey. While not a new Pokemon, obviously Primeape has a new evolution in this game, so here's where you can pick up a Mankey to get that new Pokemon. So then we have this kind of southwestern coast of Paldea. You're going to be able to find right around here the Pokemon Flitter, which is a new Psychic type Pokemon, and you're also going to be able to find, if you go towards the water and into the water, Finizen, and also in this area you'll see a cliff with boulders coming down it. That's where you can find Bombirdier. Now we have this desert in Paldea. Here you are going to be able to find Capsakid, you are going to be able to find Relor, and you are also going to be able to find Bramblin. Now sticking to the west side of Paldea, but kind of going some north, we will see this lighthouse and this lake. Now in the plains in that area, you're going to be able to find Paldean Tauros and Girafarig, so that's very nice, very, very fun. You can get yourself a Farigiraf. You can also find Toadscool there. You can find, if you go closer to the lake, Flamigo. And in the lake itself, you'll be able to find Dondozo, Veluza, and on an island in the middle of the lake, you can find our cute new dragon friend, Tatsugiri. Now, on the beach right north of this lighthouse, like literally right there at it, you will be able to also find Wiglet. Hopping back over to the east side of Paldea, in this canyon in between Mesagoza and Artizon, you can find a good bit of Pokemon. So you're going to be able to find Cloth there, you're going to be able to find Dunsparce, Charcadet, Knockley, Squawkabilly, and Tandemouse, all found in that area. Also in that area, if you go to like these ruins that are in the canyon, kind of to the north of them, you will be able to find Tinkatink. Now, north of Artizone, in those plains kind of below Levencia, you're going to be able to find Cyclizar, and also you're going to be able to find Tadbulb if you go kind of closer to the rivers area. On the beach, right below Levencia, you're going to also be able to find Wattrel. Now, taking a brief detour over to this Poison Team Starbase, in front of this, you will find some trees that look like they've been vandalized. But don't worry, there's not someone trying to harm the environment. This is just the location that you will find Shroodle. Now, if you go to these mines that's north of Levencia, you will be able to find Varoom, Orthworm, Poniard, and if you go into kind of the caves that are in those areas, you can also find Glimmet. And now we get to the northmost part of the region, these snowy mountain areas. Here you're going to be able to find Frigibax, especially if you look in caves. Citadel will also be found here, and also, especially if you go closer to kind of Glaciado, you're going to be able to find Grievard. Now, we're going to talk about the bigger spoilers here, Paradoxes. So all of the Paradox Pokemon can be found in Area 0, which is that crater in the middle of Paldea. Maybe you missed it. I don't know how, because it's like just right there in the center of the map. But that's where they'll be found. Now, there's caves here. There's like different kind of zones within that zone, and you're going to have to look all around there for them. But like, for example, Roaring Moon or Iron Valiant, depending on the version you're playing, will be found in the cave and are kind of tucked away in there. But they are, I believe, they've been reported to be locked to the post game. Now, do remember, though, that there are some Paradox Pokemon that are exclusive to Scarlet, and then the others are exclusive to Violet. So make sure that you're not looking for Iron Valiant in Scarlet, because you won't find it and will be disappointed. And lastly, we have what people are coining as the Ruinous Quartet. These are our sub-legends this time around. It is 4 Pokemon, a snail, a leopard, weasel, stout thing, a fish, and a deer. Now, you're going to find these stakes scattered around Paldea, and each one corresponds to one of the colors of these legendary Pokemon seal, and you have to find 4 stakes to release the legendary Pokemon. So you have to find 4 of their color, though. So like, to open the yellow seal, which contains Chien-Pao, which is the leopard stout thing, you're going to have to find yellow stakes. Now, there's, like I said, 4 for each of them. So for all you kids who can't do math out there, 4 times 4 is 16. So you gotta find 16 stakes to get all of them. And well, there you have it, guys. That is where every single Pokemon, new Pokemon, can be found in Paldea. Obviously, I went with base forms, because if you're like me, you like to catch the base form and evolve it up. If you're not like that, then honestly, like, that's sad. You don't like to raise it. It's like a child that way. I'm getting off track. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications, because this was very, very hard to do. So that's just a great way to, you know, show your support for the channel. And it will make me very happy, make me feel like this was worth it. Be also sure to let me know your starter in the comments below, as well as just tell me, you know, what you're feeling about these Pokemon, your favorite ones. No story spoilers, please, but comments are fair game to talk about new Pokemon. Until next time, I will see all of you later.